you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Her fondest hockey memories were made when traveling with her teammates in tournaments on the weekend. Her advice to some of our younger teammates is to enjoy every moment on the ice, because every game or practice is a chance to learn and create memories. Our next senior is Lily Relier. Lily is here with her parents, Carmen and Lanson, and her siblings, Maddie and Carson. Lily plans to attend Hobart and William Smith College, majoring in pre-med and playing D3 hockey at Hobart and Williams College. Her advice to her younger teammates is to work hard and have fun, because the opportunities will come. Lily would like to thank her parents and all her wonderful coaches and teammates. And we have senior Antonia Valeri. Antonia is here with her parents, April and Mike, and her sibling, Michael. After graduation, Antonia is going to attend Robert Morris University and study UX, UI, and photography. She's going to play ACH WD2 hockey at RMU. Her advice to her younger teammates is no matter if you're winning or losing, remember to enjoy the game, stay positive, and have fun. Hockey has taught her about hard work and how to be a great teammate. We have one final senior who is going to be here a little bit later, Emily Reiner. Emily is majoring in engineering and attending Milwaukee School of Engineering and playing Division III hockey at Milwaukee School of Engineering. Her advice is always be a learner and not a follower, and she appreciates all the sacrifices her parents have made for her to play this sport, and would like to thank all her teammates, coaches, and friends for shaping her into the person that she is today. Congratulations to all of our seniors. You have shown us what it means to lead with strength and resilience and heart. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. As you skate into your next chapter, keep that amazing fire. It will take you far. Congratulations and good luck, ladies.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome to senior night for Team West on the island. Matt Popchock back on board with you alongside Aaron Norkovicus of UPJ Hockey for the nightcap of our PIHL Hockey Night Live Girls Division doubleheader on TenbandTV, presented by Temple Strength and Sport Performance. West in those increasingly popular lime green jerseys back on home ice again, trying to win for the fourth time on home ice, getting set to take on Team South. West, the only unbeaten team in the 9-team girls league thus far, 5-0. Team South, 1-4. Aaron, we had arguably the wildest regular season game of 2025 in Game 1, a game that featured predictably a lot of offense between Southwest and Southeast. Here we've got the two top defensive teams in the league entering Monday night. Team West just 8 goals allowed, Team South just 7 goals allowed. West's been able to put the puck in the net a little more often, though, and that's why they're all the way up here and South is all the way down there.
I mean, yeah, it's how you win hockey games, just by putting the puck in the net. I mean, you have two teams that don't give up a lot of goals here, so something's telling me that we're going to see a lot of goals here. Usually that's how that works, but just looking for another exciting game like the one we had just before this one.
And 4 senior players were honored pregame by Team West and head coach Joe Cummings, the longtime youth instructor here at the Island Sports Center. Lillian Aurelia, Emily Reiner, who will be a late arrival to the rink, was not physically present for the ceremony. Murphy Hornick of South Fayette and Tony Valeri of Montour, who will play club hockey at the women's D2 level for RMU in this building coming up in the fall. Reiner, ironically, the omission, is the one who has been the leading scorer to date for Team West. Reiner, a pair of goals in 2:27 last week against Northwest, multiple points in 4 straight games for her. And she is among the league scoring leaders, the Steel City Selects product entering tonight. She's paired with a sophomore from Quaker Valley, Izzy King, who, like Reiner, plays hockey and lacrosse for Quaker Valley, representing Quaker Valley at least in hockey's case. And they both come from that Steel City Selects program that produces a lot of talent.
Yeah, that Steel City program, something that first started when I was about maybe 13, 14. I remember my older cousin playing for him, and it just seems like that, especially in the girls hockey department, that they produce a lot of good hockey players out of that program, and excited to see them today and see what they can bring and see how they can help their team.
There's some Penn's elite talent wearing those distinctive gold helmets on the other side of the ice, warming up to our left. Team South, coached by Jay Renton, trying to find their mojo after a tough first half of the season, dropping 4 of their first 5. They've got Abby Daphner, the Chartiers Valley Colt, number 12 in the pregame powwow. They're all conferring with their presumed starting goaltender, Ava Jamilkowski, the Propel Montour sophomore and South Pittsburgh Rebellion product. Since April 30th of last year, Jamilkowski has posted a 115 goals against and 946 save percentage in girls division play, and she's the reason why South is such a good defensive team, a reason at least, despite the offensive struggles. She's been very hard to beat individually, and last week, even though Team South got shut out, she played very well.
I mean, the old saying is a good goalie can make a bad team good, but a bad goalie can make a good team bad. And when you have a goalie who's putting up numbers like that, it gives you a chance every single night. It doesn't matter who you're up against. It's just you have someone like that backstopping you back there. It gives your whole team some confidence, and really it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Meanwhile, we'll see who gets the nod for Team West in the other goal. For the moment, it appears to be possibly Sydney Mathers, the Trinity Hiller and junior. Last week we saw Olivia Kraus, the South Fayette rookie.
I'm expecting a good game here today. Oh, another 2 late entrances here. It seems to be a running theme of the night for between both games, but I think it's going to be a good game here today. Hopefully it's another high-scoring one, but we'll have to wait and see for that.
Now, again, the recent history of this team would certainly suggest otherwise. Just 15 goals against between the two of them coming into Monday night. Miller and Gadosh, once again, the USA Hockey crew working double duty here on the island tonight. And in goal for Team West, it will indeed be Sydney Mathers. At the other end, Ava Jamilkowski gets the night off, and it'll be Haley Hastings, the Wheeling Park Patriot and junior, getting the nod. A lot of these players playing on multiple hockey teams and playing multiple sports for that matter, hence the late arrivals that Aaron mentioned. But we are underway with Team West moving the puck from right to left on your TV, computer, or mobile device off the opening draw. Played toward center by Caitlin Wild, out in front, side of the net, jam just over top the post.
Wouldn't that have been one way to start the game for Green there? I mean, once again, 30 seconds in, we saw that the second period.
Rookie Izzy King coming off a hat trick last Monday night in a victory for Team West. Sent out in front, but cut out defensively by Vivian Volek. Correction, that was Melina Patasi, the Mount Lebanon first year. Melina wearing 46 in blue and gray as it comes up to center one more time for Abby Taylor. Taylor coming across the attacking line. Slipping that puck to the South Pittsburgh Rebellion product, Murphy Hornick. Hornick unable to tee it up in front for Maddie Relia, who retreats defensively. Pair it out here with Leela Zamiska. Zamiska, one of 5 South Fayette Lions on Joe Cummings' roster in 2025. This puck jammed toward goal. Hastings pinned up against that near post, making the save.
Good start so far for Hastings, getting to see some shots here early. Obviously, if you're Team South, you want to try to minimize the amount of shots that you give up, especially early on in a game. I mean, a lot of game left. You don't want to tire your goalie out here early.
And we talked about the great goaltending by Jan Milkowski this season. Hastings has some of the best numbers of any goalie in the league, despite the fact that she hasn't earned a victory yet in 2025. 101 goals against, 960 save percentage in over 100 minutes of action entering Monday night. 2 games lost and 4 games dressed for by Hastings. Relia plays it near side. Lillian to sister Maddie. Shaylee Welsh camped out in front, but unable to take the pass. Welsh and company retreating. Zamiska wasn't ready for that cross-ice pass. Ella Schultz, the South Fayette newcomer, trying to play it in front of her own bench as West was completing a line change. Turned over there to Team South. Ava Kowecki on here for Jay Renton early in a scoreless first period as she chases down Relia. Relia from the circle toward the goal. Backhand try. Save made by Hastings. And Kowecki is unable to clear it.
Unlike the first game, you see both of these teams, they're not like slowing it down, feeling each other out. They're both just taking their chances right now. Both teams want to get this first goal here.
Kowecki was able to reset the play on the second effort. Back to work goes Team West. Jenko in the mix. Brianna Patasi, the talented Mount Lebanon junior defender, making that play, but it's turned over for an eventual shot on goal. And a save made there by Hastings on Izzy King.
Another good save there by Hastings. Those low shots, you know, I had to play a game in net this year for UPJ, and anything on the ice was my kryptonite, so I know how difficult those shots on the ice can be.
You were an e-bug. I remember that. That was January, I think it was, wasn't it?
First game of the semester. It was definitely quite the experience, to tell you that. I don't think I've ever been so nervous before a hockey game.
So you will not be making a fantasy EA Sports video game cover as an e-bug, is what you're saying.
No, definitely not.
I remember that David Ayers game from years ago, the Zamboni driver who dressed for, I think, the Maple Leafs it was.
Yeah.
People were making the NHL video game covers of him.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely an unforgettable experience. I mean, team didn't have a goalie for that game, and better than forfeiting, so might as well give us a chance. You know, we had him in the first half until we didn't, but
you took one for the team.
Yeah.
Team player.
Once they figured it out, it was a little bit more difficult.
Well, playing any radically new position for the first time, obviously a daunting concept. Travis Marzina, who went on to become a disc jockey for one of the country music stations locally. He was a goaltender for Sarah Catholic, but had been a position player for some time prior to becoming a goaltender.
And I'll tell you what, being a goalie, that takes a lot out of you. We weren't sure. It was like the Friday before the game. We played on Sunday, and that Friday I got the text from my coach like, hey, you're going to have to go in. So we got some ice that Friday night, and I don't think I've ever been more tired in my life.
Melina Patasi up to center. Meanwhile, where she's met by a host of Team West skaters. This cross-ice pass cut off by one of the Relia sisters and delivered to Hornick. Hornick unable to hang on. Daffner back to center. Zamiska plays it in the general direction of Lillian Relia. Relia over the attacking line with Schultz. Trailing the play, Maddie Relia. She shoots right into the breadbasket of Hastings, who keeps it scoreless with 11:19 to go in period one.
Hastings is not giving up many rebounds. Everything she's stopping, she's keeping on the body, and it's very important, especially when your team's getting worked a little bit here early, and just getting these whistles to get your team some energy here. Always important.
Face off to the corner. Team South controls it defensively. Zamiska interrupting the flow of play for Team West, but South does clear the zone. Brianna Patasi, cross ice. And up it'll come now to Boomhauer. Rachel Boomhauer, right wing circle, firing on Mathers, who makes her first save of the game. Maddie Relia with some purpose. Up the left wing. Maddie Relia in the corner. For King. King through a crowd. That glove save is made by Hastings, who will juggle and hang on. Wholesale changes for South before the face-off. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you're Team West here, I just keep throwing this puck on. I mean, eventually one of these are going to get through, and with the way they're playing right now, it might only take one.
And Team West, one of the better first-period teams, and that's been their MO all season. Get that first goal, get off to a quick start, and make you chase the game early. They're the only undefeated team in the league for a reason.
Yeah, people don't realize how important that first goal really is. I mean, that was something that we preached in the locker room, but we weren't very good at this season at Johnstown, was getting that first goal. But, you know, when you give up an early goal or you get that first goal, it can really set the tempo, and it can really deflate the other team as well if they give up an early goal.
At the other end, Hastings' counterpart, Sydney Mathers, makes a save on Olivia St. John. West having trouble exiting the zone. Zamiska will give it a shot. Maddie Relia settling things down around the boards. Schultz was out of position. That creates a turnover for Melina Patasi, who came flying up the boards but couldn't control that puck. Schultz off her own bench. Up to center to Kwiecki.
Once again, too many men there twice for Team West there, and they just kind of, refs just let them go there.
Haley Herbst from the right circle, off balance, trying to center it for Relia. Too many blue shirts in the way. Turnover to Relia, to Carolina Jenko. Jenko on the doorstep, shot, score! Chris Cross, applesauce. Team West takes the 1-0 lead with 9:07 to play in period one. And it's Haley Herbst, the Montour first year, getting the game's first goal for the home side.
Yeah, it's a really nice goal there. Good move to get around that first defenseman. Good job having your head up to find her back door, and also a good job by her by opening up, giving her an option to pass it to.
Welcome to the show, you Montour Spartan you. Haley Herbst with her first career PIHL girls goal. We saw a bunch of those first career goals in the third period of the last game. And so we're just picking up where we left off here on the island. Team West 1, Team South 0 midway through the opening frame. One of 4 Montour Spartans on this Team West roster, Haley Herbst. 12 first period goals by Team West this year. By a long shot, the most of any girls division team. Valeri unable to keep it in with her glove. Lillian Relia back at center, up for Jenko, her fellow Moon Tigress. Melina Patasi from her own boards. Tries to get around King's poke check and does. Up for Athena Renton. Renton, one of 8 Mount Lebanon Blue Devils on Team South, to the goal and backhanding it wide. 8 of 17 on Jay Renton's Team South roster, representing Mount Lebanon High School. Caitlin Wiley plays it inside West territory. South completing a line change as West brings it over the attacking line. An overskate there by King. King with the turnover. And King turns it over herself. Moments later to Boomhauer. Boomhauer, stick check by Hornick. Relia, Lillian Relia, chased by Brianna Patasi in the corner. Patasi trying to play it around King. King getting some help there from Abby Taylor. King around Boomhauer to Maddie Relia. Maddie Relia on goal, save made, it's still available. Hornick trying to flag it down, she does. To the corner, out in front, one-timer, save made, rebound, score! Yes, King! Isabel King makes it 2-0 Team West. The Quaker Valley Quakers strikes once again.
Yeah, that's just a defensive breakdown there by South. I mean, you just leave two people just sitting there in front of the net. I mean, no matter how good your goal is, they're going to give up one of those if they keep getting chances like that.
Kings team leading 9th of the season. That puts her one behind league leader Megan Daniels of Team Northwest. Out in front, loose puck there right on Mather's doorstep. Team South unable to bury it. Hornick from center. Zamiska, strong stick at her own blue line. Kawecki was trying to make a play there. And here comes King once again for Team West. King fires. Off the body there of the Team South defender. Looked like Lorna Sullivan might have gotten in the way of that one as Valeri plays it on her backhand. Lillian Relia with a turnover to St. John. St. John, the Penn's Elite product, firing off Valeri. St. John, the rebound through the blue paint. Team West on the attack one more time. Lead pass to Schultz. Schultz to the cage, just wide from the side of the net. It's put wide again. Oh, it's all Team West right now.
It's kind of like a roles reverse from the first game where Southeast was the one dominating, but they just couldn't score. But West here is dominating now, and they're doing all the scoring.
Hastings made some good saves early on, but eventually they were able to crack open the floodgates a bit here and get a couple at least with 5 minutes to go in the first period. Herbst and King, the goal scorers early on for Team West. Schultz trying to lead it for Shaylee Welsh. This will be icing, I believe. And there's the whistle.
Yeah, like we said earlier, I mean, when you're facing a hot goalie, the best thing to do is just let them see the puck. I mean, eventually one of these pucks are going to squeak in, and goaltending is such a mind game as much as it is physical. They let in one bad goal, and they'll be thinking about it for a while, and that leads to a lot more opportunity.
Officially, it was Herbst from Lillian Relia and King from Hornick and Taylor. So a couple of the pregame honorees do get on the score sheet here in period one for Team West on 2025 Team West Senior Night. Maddie Relia up to center. That's interrupted by Brianna Patasi. Schultz from the officials' crease comes up to center ice with this puck. Wraps it off the boards, comes off for a line change. Maddie Relia out in front. Hastings cutting that one out and covering.
I'm not too sure what Renton was doing there. Renton kind of let Relia win that puck battle there, and just I'm not too sure. She just pulled up.
Awkward looking play, but in any event, Maddie Relia wins the faceoff and fires immediately on goal. That was blocked by a couple of players out in front. Team South trying to get its transition game going, but to no avail. Lorna Sullivan inside her own zone. Gets it as far as Maddie Relia at the Team South bench. Sullivan one more time, this time from deep in her own end. Turned it over to Jenko. Jenko with a toe drag. Jenko to goal, just missing that far post. Oh, what a move there by Jenko, just couldn't finish. Jenko, the Moon Jr., last year's leading scorer for Team West as they finished runner-up in the playoff tournament to Southwest. And meanwhile, Maggie Wasageshik, the Chartiers Valley sophomore, finds medal but not mesh. Team South inches from getting back in it.
Yeah, it's an awful feeling as a shooter. You see that puck hit right where the post and crossbar meet. And you know if you put that puck half an inch in a different place, then you most likely got a goal there.
Lillian Aurelia from the right circle to Valeri. Valeri's shot deflected wide of goal. Taylor to the point. That went off a Team South body. Taylor gets positioning on her counterpart. Boomhauer got the worst of that one, but she bounces right back up. Team South still unable to clear.
Team South, they're definitely getting outplayed here, but they are doing a really good job of getting bodies in front of shots. They're trying to limit the amount of shots that they're giving up. Oh,
Kowicki lost an edge in the corner. And we get a whistle here with 2:21 left in the first.
That was an awkward fall. You hope that she's okay. Seems to be all right skating to the bench.
Olivia St. John taking the face off herself. Team West wins it, and they work it up to Taylor. Taylor over the line has Relia going toward goal. Relia, a good stick there defensively by Lucy Jasensky. Jasensky and Bishop Canevin teammate Molly Scher, both freshmen at said Catholic school. Scher actually had a hat trick in her PIHL girls debut earlier this spring. St. John, possible 2-on-1 as she comes to the right circle. A good block there at the other end by Kolobosh. Wiley to nobody in particular. St. John toward goal. Unable to shoot, it was Scher as Team West gets to clear and makes a quick change. Approaching the final minute of first period play, Athena Renton flying into the right wing circle. Renton slaps it on goal, save Mathers, and the rebound is overskated.
Strong save by Mathers there. Rebound kicked out. She was able to get back across fast, but good defense there by Team West to not give up a rebound.
Renton, one of the more offensively inclined defenders in PIHL girls the past couple of years. Welsh from her own blue line with 40 to go in the period. Now from the edge of the referee's crease, resets the play. Maddie Relia taking her time. Lead pass just out of the reach of Schultz, and it'll be icing on West.
You know, going back to your offensive defensemen, I feel like that's something that we're starting to see a lot more of in today's game. You got a lot of these defensemen that kind of stemmed from like Kel McCarr. People see him and how he plays, and you see a lot of these defensemen nowadays who are joining the rush or honestly even leading the rush nowadays, and it's always good to have a defenseman on your team that can do stuff like that.
Wasageshik off the face-off. She will concede to Maddie Relia. King, who has one of two first-period goals by Team West, unable to clear the zone, but gets some help from Relia with 15 seconds to go. Maddie Relia over the line. Relia through the sea of humanity, loose in the high slot area, and played back to center by Volek. Volek with 2 seconds left needs to hurry. She will shoot it, but it's blocked down, and that'll do it for period one. Team West on senior night gets the textbook start they want. A 2-0 lead over Team South with Aaron Norkovicus, Matt Popchock. It's PIHL Hockey Night Live, girls division coverage on TenbandTV, presented by Temple's Strength and Sport Performance.
calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Temple Strength and Sport Performance is a contemporary mindset and physical fitness and coaching paradigm developed by W. Temple Haynes of Jefferson Hills, PA, a former athlete, martial artist, master and transformation specialist. Are you ready to get stronger physically and mentally? Call now to get started. 412-527-1755. Book now and get 10% off your first session. Treat your body like a temple at Temple Strength and Sport Performance, a proud sponsor of PIHL hockey on TenbandTV. The side switch has occurred, and we are quickly back to action here on the island. He's Aaron Norkovicus. I'm Matt Popchock. It's PIHL Hockey Night Live. Girls Division coverage here on the island for our nightcap. Team West Senior Night 2025 edition. They lead Team South by a score of 2-0 as they look to go to 6-0 and remain the only undefeated PIHL girls team through Monday.
I mean, yeah, through that first period, you can definitely see why this team is undefeated. I mean, they're responsible defensively. They're taking very responsible risk offensively, and there hasn't been many flaws to their game that I've noticed so far.
And last year, Team South, a lot of raw offensive talent, a lot of young talent for that matter, that either moved out of the area or moved on to other hockey programs. And this year, they've had to really retool the way they approach the game night in and night out, whereas not much has changed for Team West. They're still a team that has a lot of firepower, as they did a year ago, and trying to finish the job in 2025 after coming up just short of that championship in the 2024 final. Lorna Sullivan behind her own cage. Played near side for Cher. Cher up to center, controlled by St. John. St. John has Kowecki going to goal. St. John poke check to the corner by Maddie Relia. Izzy King unable to find that puck defensively. St. John tied up by Relia. And that allows Zamiska to play it up the boards, but not out. Maddie Relia from her own circle escorts that puck back to center. And here comes Taylor. Abby Taylor from an angle, now behind the net. Taylor looking for company. Had King open for a heartbeat. Takes it herself now. Fans on the attempted shot. And Team South content to ice this puck early in the second. Team West, 8 shots on goal in period 1. Team South with 5. Haley Herbst of Montour, her first career goal in PIHL girls. Set up by Lillian Relia. Izzy King continues her hot streak. Goal number 9 on the year for her. Schultz with a nice move there. Her shot from the forehand is blocked. Athena Renton in the right place at the right time. Team South up to center. Renton trying to get positioning on Relia. Lillian Relia with it for Team West. Relia through Patasi's skates out in front. Off the defender and played back towards center by Wiley. Turned over to Brianna Patasi. Patasi left wing side. Good stick there by Kolobosh. Relia back in support, up to center for Schultz. Schultz met by Renton. Renton took the worst of that one. The yard sale at center ice. Schultz had her stick knocked aside, and Team West is going to get the first penny power play of the night. And they don't get much more obvious than that, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why this was blown dead. I believe Team West had possession of this puck going into the zone, so I'm not too sure why it was blown dead, but definitely the right call there. She was smacking her stick through the neutral zone, not letting her pick it up. And, I mean, you get away with it once, then good for you, but just continue doing it. You're asking to get called for it.
Team West to the Penny power play. Penny is Pennsylvania's official healthcare marketplace. Visit Penny, PENNIE.com today to see if you qualify for enrollment. Follow them on social media at PennyPA. West early in the second trying to add to a 2-goal lead. That shot from distance to a skate and right to Herbst. Burial! Haley Herbst! Can I get a witness? 9 seconds was all it took on the Penny power play, and West goes up by 3.
Yeah.
Daffner, taking the walk of shame, as it were, as Team West takes command.
It's a great shot there by Daffner. I mean, that puck popped out. Obviously, I mean, your ideal situation there is to one-time that, but she wasn't able to one-time it, so she was able to corral it. She saw that the goalie went down, so just flip it out right over that shoulder. It's a really good heads-up play by her.
Team West coming in 2 of 8 on the Penny power play this season. Make that 3 of 9. Team South had been 7 of 8 on the penalty kill. Actually very efficient in that regard. They'll make that 7 of 9. West 3, South nothing. Jenko dispossessed by Wasageshik, among others. Out in front it'll come to Maddie Relia. Relia shooting. That save is made by Hastings. Turnaround try by Jenko. Hastings has it pinned against her leg.
Some nice stops there by Hastings, trying to just keep this game as close as possible for as long as you can. Trying to give your team a chance to just get one on the board and wake themselves up.
Haley Herbst opening her PIHL girls account in a big way with first and even strength, and now a power play goal. Maddie Relia up to King. King to Jenko. Jenko on the backhand. King dribbles it just wide of goal. King from behind the net. To the corner for Jenko. Back to Izzy King. To Jenko. Jenko shoots, scores! Mercy does not exist in this dojo. Carolina Jenko, moments later, makes it 4-0. Team West. 12:10 to go till the ice cut.
That's just beautiful passing between Jenko and King right there. I mean, the drop pass entered the zone. They definitely had a play there, and that didn't work out, so they just kept passing it back and forth until something came up. That's top-notch chemistry right there.
And it's top-notch talent. I mean, Team West on that shift just toying seemingly with Team South. And so the mountain gets a little bit steeper for the visitors. Taylor right back on the attack. Team West, all gas, no brakes here now in period 2.
Yeah, if you're Team South here, you either got to get a big shift here where you just create some momentum or obviously a goal, but honestly, if you let in one more, maybe take your time out here. Just try to settle everyone down.
Lillian Relia leading it for Taylor, a little too far. Taylor gets there anyway. She's harassed by Patasi. Patasi wins the puck battle in the corner to share. St. John to the corner. To Kowecki. Kowecki through center. Will it be icing? Yes, it will be. Officially, Herbst unassisted on the power play, followed by Jenko from King at even strength. 1:06 apart. Jenko, her 5th of the campaign. Team West dominating on home ice. Valeri from the corner. Out in front it'll come to Patasi. Beyond Patasi, actually. Gemma Kolobosh, the rookie defender from Montour High School, seeing a lot of minutes for Joe Cummings as fellow blue liner Ella Schultz plays this puck for West, and that puck is out of play.
We've seen a lot of what we saw in this first period. It's just complete domination by Team West here, and they're all over them in the offensive zone. They're not giving them anything when it comes to in their own D zone and making it very difficult for Team South to just get anything going here.
Wasa Geshik winning a faceoff for Team South. Maddie Relia beyond the reach of the West Allegheny product, Aubrey Ligman. That puck goes through the blue paint. Mathers watching it go by. Vivian Volek to the far corner. West unable to clear it. Maddie Relia using the boards to her advantage. Waiting at center ice there was Renton. Renton and King tied up now in Team South territory with under 10 to go in the period, and a penalty coming up on Renton.
Yeah, that was definitely a high stick there.
Mathers coming off for the extra skater as Relia plays this puck in her own corner. Two-line pass to Lillian Relia. Relia for Schultz. Schultz trying to slip it back to Relia. That pass broken up by Renton, who will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. High sticking the indication against the Mount Lebo Junior. The Mount Lebo Senior, I beg your pardon.
She does not look too happy about that call down in the box. I don't know whether if it's frustration from the call or just frustration from the game, but you can definitely see it starting to boil over here with Team South, Team South, sorry.
And they were both kind of going at it seemed like, as Team West goes back on the penny power play. They are 1 for 1. So the frustration understandable. One of those calls that probably could have gone either way, but when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, and sometimes as a player, that's what really frustrates you is when you're going at it with somebody and they just call you and you feel like you either call both or you don't make the call at all. So trust me, I've had my fair share of those. Those are definitely frustrating as a player.
Jenko going to work on Brianna Patasi's sister, Melina, in the corner. Melina out here on the penalty kill for Team South. 45 seconds off the penalty clock as Athena Renton looks on from the penalty box. Brianna Patasi, the older sister, generates the play the other direction. Renton changing penalty killers as it's underneath the stick of Schultz. And this will actually go for icing on West. Now, icing on a power play is one of the few things Team West has done wrong here tonight, leading 4-0 midway through the second period.
Yeah, and if this wasn't a 4-0 game, I'd say that's one of those moments that turn a coach's hair gray, but I'm sure that they're all right with one little mistake that they've made today.
Team West, thus far with the only 4 shots on goal in this second period, 2 have gone in. That attempted shot moments ago went wide of Sydney Mathers. Her defender, Valeri, plays it behind the Team West goal. 35 to go in the penny power play. A turnover to Jasensky. Jasensky shorthanded. Score! There's Lucy. And it's 4-1. Team South gets on the board. Lucy Jasensky, the Canavan rookie.
Terrific shot there. I mean, straight from the slot, backhander off the back bar and down right over the blocker. Those backhanders sometimes are hard to read for goalies, so good job getting it up there.
Jasensky's 3rd of the season in her 6th game played. Not a bad rookie campaign, and Team South has a pulse. They get a shorthanded goal, and those can be momentum changers. A lot of time left, 7:35 in this second period.
I mean, yeah, you get another one here before the end of this period, then you're going into that locker room at intermission with a whole new belief in your team and yourself.
Gorgeous backhander by Jasensky. And so no harm done on the second power play opportunity for Team West, but harm done to Team West in the form of a shorthanded goal. Team South on this puck one more time. Renton smacks it just wide. King trying to play it around Sullivan. To the corner she goes. She collides there with Brianna Patasi. Patasi trying to locate it at her feet. Schultz out in front, couldn't reach it. Lorna Sullivan up the left wing boards. Chased by Maddie Relia. Sullivan puts it weakly wide of goal. Kowecki far side. South playing it out in front. Loose on the doorstep for a moment there. Oh, Patasi almost had a very good chance at a second goal for Team South, but that puck eluded her. Taylor chased by Brianna Patasi as Lillian Relia tries to settle it down. Maddie Relia trailing the play. Fans on the shot. Gets it back. Fires on goal. That save is made. It's loose. Still there and smacked home. Ho! UC Murphy Hornick would not be denied. 5-1 Team West.
That's an unfortunate break there for Team South. I mean, she thought she had that puck in her gear somewhere, and it just dropped in behind her. Everyone knew it was behind her except her. Here's our late arrival.
Better late than never indeed. Emily Reiner gets a heroine's welcome on the Team West bench. Reiner, 14 points entering Monday night. The leading scorer in PIHL girls play prior to tonight's action.
Probably sucks being late to a game, but then when you walk out here and you see your team's up 5-1, it probably softens that blow a little bit there.
They've done some heavy lifting in her favor, that's for sure. Team South getting that shorthanded goal, unassisted, by the way, from Jasensky, but whatever life they might have had, Team West snuffing it out rather quickly. Hornick officially from Maddie Relia, so both of the Relias have a point in this game now. Jenko on goal. Hastings, a nifty glove save there. Reiner, multiple points in 4 straight games for Team West. This one's not over yet, folks. Emily Reiner just arriving moments ago for Team West and now taking her first shift on her senior night. Has this puck in the corner, worked over by Renton. Jenko's backdoor play is denied by Hastings. Good stop there. Hastings again. And she'll freeze it one more time.
Reiner's only been on the ice for about 35 seconds, but could already have 2 assists. She set up 2 really nice plays there, one in the slot and then one entering the zone. Both could have ended up in the back of the net.
Reiner and King, both part of that Steel City Selects program. We've talked about that. Had a 16 and under team place second at USA Hockey Nationals this past April, and Reiner was part of a team that placed third at Nationals a couple of years back. Ditto King. Reiner with it now for Team West. Slipping to Valeri. Valeri's shot blocked. Jasensky from her own corner. Surrounded by green shirts, but gets it up to Kowecki. Kowecki for St. John. St. John, good stick there by Maddie Relia. 3-on-1 for West. Reiner to Taylor. Taylor shooting. Save made by Hastings. Oh, Hastings was the loneliest person in the building, but made that save. King denied from close range. Hastings trying to cover, but she can't.
Those are 2 big saves there by Hastings.
Absolutely. Team West relentless in their attack here as second period time ticks away. That shot by Valeri is stopped. It's loose. They're hacking and whacking, and finally Hastings gets a generous whistle.
Fenceman got caught without her stick there, and very unfortunate. That's gotta suck seeing that puck bounce out to you in the slot and you don't have your stick in your hands.
Reiner taking the face-off, which is won by Team South. Good work there by Melina Patasi, but it's turned over to King, and King is the thing. 6-1, Team West.
You figured it was a matter of time with this line here. This line has been in the offensive zone for about a minute and a half straight, just peppering shots, and you knew eventually one of these chances were gonna make their way in the net.
Team West trying to run away and hide from Team South here on senior night, opening up a 5-goal advantage with 4:10 till the ice cut. Multiple goals in 2 of her last 3, multiple points in 4 of her last 5 for Izzy King. As we get a whistle here. Murphy Hornick, future Cincinnati Bearcat, going to study radiology next year, we understand, when she enrolls at the University of Cincinnati. She's centering this line for Team West as Lorna Sullivan plays this puck deep for Team South. Sullivan up top for Melina Patasi. Patasi high and wide. Wiley, the Chartiers Valley rookie. Out in front, Daphner couldn't quite pull the trigger. Sullivan, who's seen a lot of ice time tonight, resets for Melina Patasi. That shot blocked on its way to goal by Valeri, and Valeri will be content to ice it for Team West as Sullivan lost an edge trying to get off for the line change, but no harm, no foul as South gets the fresh bodies out before this face-off.
I think it's important for South to try and remember that this game is another 5 goals seems very difficult to come back from. It's not over. There's a lot of hockey left, and they just got to keep working and keep trying to put pucks on net.
You got to empty the tank any way you can against a team like Team West that, as we said earlier in the broadcast, very grudgingly gives up goals of any kind. The top 2 defensive teams in the league coming into tonight, these two right here, Team West in green, Team South in blue, but it is that Team West firepower that we saw on display last Monday night that has given the home team a big upper hand. Maddie Relia missing the net. Lillian backs up the play to the corner. Jenko for Maddie Relia. Out in front of Combs, backhand try, went just wide. Herbst on hat trick watch all of a sudden. Comes outside the line to Wasa Geshik. Wasa Geshik wearing those North Pittsburgh Wildcat uniform pants. Unable to find a path to goal. Kawecki in behind the cage. Final 2 of second period play. Outlet pass too heavy for Lillian Relia. Ainsley Roberts clears her own zone. King has to tag up. She too on hat trick watch at the moment. Scher up to St. John. St. John over the attacking line. St. John with a chance, but it rolls off her stick and right to Sydney Mathers. And we talked about Molly Scher's hat trick in her PIHL girls debut. Mathers, a couple seasons ago, had a 20-save shutout in her PIHL girls debut. Over at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon. Mathers 2-0 in 4 games dressed for entering Monday night. A .50 goals against, .971 save percentage, and 1 shutout, speaking of which. Team West with some real goaltending depth this season. Kolobosh, one-on-one with St. John. Final 45 of the second period. St. John unable to win that battle. It ticks off the skate of Taylor. Turned over to Reiner. Reiner makes a move. Reiner to the goal. She's stopped by Hastings with half a minute to play.
It's a nice left pad save there by Hastings.
It was. King out in front. Reiner there. Reiner slips it in. Just a matter of time for the league's leading scorer to get on the sheet on her senior night. And Emily Reiner does get her 7th of the campaign to make it a 7-1 game with 18 ticks to talk.
It's another situation where Hastings is just left out to dry by her team. I mean, got the leading scorer in the league just standing alone in front of the net. Can't expect anything good to happen from that if you're Team South here.
Well, perhaps the last time they played here at the Island, Team West got caught looking back. They lost that 3-0 lead to Team Southwest and had to rally to win. No looking back tonight. They are in complete control as we get ready to cut the ice inside the Clearview Arena. It is Team West 7, Team South 1. With Aaron Norkovicus, I'm Matt Popchock. You're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Temple Strength and Sport Performance.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie! Welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship Show, the Penguins Cup Playoff Show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
you for calling Penny, PA's official health.
Back to work goes Team West. Jenko in the mix. Brianna Patasi, the talented Mount Lebanon junior defender, making that play, but it's turned over. Zamiska plays it in the general direction of Lillian Relia. Relia over the attacking line with Schultz. Trailing the play, Maddie Relia. She shoots right into the breadbasket of Hayes. Turnover to Relia, to Carolina Jenko. Jenko on the doorstep. Shot. Score! Chris Cross. Applesauce. Team West takes the 1-0 lead with 9:07 to play. Hornick trying to flag it down. She does. To the corner, out in front. One-timer save made. Rebound. Score! Yes, King! Is a Penny PA. West early in the second trying to add to a 2-goal lead. That shot from distance to a skate and right to Herbst. Burial! Haley Herbst! Can I get a witness? Others. Out in front it'll come to Maddie Relia. Relia shooting. That save is made by Hastings. Turnaround try by Jenko. Hastings has a pinned against her leg. From behind the net. Back to Izzy King. To Jenko. Jenko shoots. Scores! Mercy does not exist in this dojo. Carolina Jenko, moments later, makes it 4-0. Team West. West goal. 35 to go in the Penny power play. A turnover to Jasensky. Jasensky shorthanded. Score! There's Lucy. And it's 4-1, Team South. Tries to settle it down. Maddie Relia trailing the play. Fans on the shot. Gets it back. Fires on goal. That save is made. It's loose. Still there and smacked home. Ho! Back here as second period time ticks away. That shot by Valeria is stopped. It's loose. They're hacking and whacking, and finally Hastings gets a generous whistle. Face off, which is won by Team South. Good work there by Belina Patasi, but it's turned over to King, and King is the thing. 6-1, Team West.
Hastings.
It was. King out in front. Reiner there. Reiner slips it in. Just a matter of time for the league's leading scorer to get on the sheet on her senior night.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas blows. Hey, rookie! Welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship Show, the Penguins Cup Playoff Show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Temple Strength and Sport Performance is a contemporary mindset and physical fitness and coaching paradigm developed by W. Temple Haynes of Jefferson Hills, PA, a former athlete, martial artist, master, and transformation specialist. Are you ready to get stronger physically and mentally? Call now to get started. 412-527-1755. Book now and get 10% off your first session. Treat your body like a temple at Temple Strength and Sport Performance, a proud new sponsor of PIHL hockey on 10bandTV. Matt Popchock and Aaron Norkovicus of UPJ Hockey back here on the island for our nightcap on PIHL Hockey Night Live on 10-band-TV. Around the PIHL girls division, East and Central at the Alpha Complex tied at 2 in the third period of that one. Northwest leading Northeast 2-1 at the ice cut of that game at Palmer Imaging Arena in Delmont. Earlier tonight, we saw a wild one with Southwest winning in a shootout, 7-6 over Team Southeast. Natalia DeZora scoring the only shootout goal in 3 rounds. Here, decidedly less drama, but Team West remains a pleasure to watch as they are putting on a show on their senior night, leading Team South by a 7-1 score. The 4-player senior class for head coach Joe Cummings honored in pregame. They have combined for 5 points. Tony Valeri, the only one of the 4 yet to enter the score sheet. She's got 17 minutes and counting to do so.
Wouldn't that be something pretty cool? Not very often you get to see all your seniors contribute on senior night.
And it took Emily Reiner all of a couple of shifts to get a goal and an assist in this game toward the end of period 2. First she set up Isabel King's second goal, then King set up Reiner for a marker in the final minute before the ice cut. King with a pair, Haley Herbst with her first 2 career goals. Coming from Montour High School as a first-year girls player this season. And it's been all West here on home ice. Renton forcing the save from Mathers. Athena Renton, one of the bigger stars in the early years of this PIHL girls division, now in its 4th season under PIHL commissioners John Miuka and now Tom Halliburka. Jennifer Porter succeeding Chris Chiasano as the operations manager of the girls division for 2025. Chiasano, of course, celebrating the first ever Penguins Cup championship of the Avonworth Antelopes as head coach of that team earlier this spring. Turnaround shot by King, good toe save there on the rebound. Off the shot by Schultz is denied by Haley Hastings, who continues to battle.
2 good saves there by Hastings.
Reiner taking her time. She'll play it around Sullivan. Back to Reiner it comes. To the corner. Reiner again. Reiner shoots and she's denied by Hastings. Reiner really let her rip as she and King go down in tandem behind the net. Counterattacking is Melina Patasi. She's poke checked by Schultz. Abby Daphner taking command now for Team South. Daphner rubbed out of the play effectively by Valeri. Reiner no worse for the wear. Winding around Melina Patasi. Reiner between the circles. Reiner toward goal. King deflects it just wide. Reiner called Steel City Select's national championship in 2022 the highlight of her hockey career. Before she graduates, she wants to lead Team West to a PIHL girls title. West looking to go to 6-0 on the year as they try and salt away this one, leading comfortably with 13:55 left in regulation. Shaylee Welsh to nobody in particular. Jasensky, who has the only goal for Team South, plays it defensively. Jasensky around Welsh. Jasensky over the attacking line. Good stick there by Maddie Relia. Relia building momentum. Relia poke checked. Boomhauer back to center. Chance for Jasensky. Jasensky hits the brakes. Centers for Boomhauer. Boomhauer couldn't take the pass. Taylor for Welsh. Back to Taylor. Taylor wide of goal. Reiner will play NCAA D3 hockey, by the way, as Renton comes toward goal and puts it off the shoulder of Sydney Mathers.
Team South here is starting to generate a few opportunities here earlier in this third. I mean, if they want a shot at coming back, though, they're going to have to start putting these in the net.
Reiner headed to the Milwaukee School of Engineering to study and play hockey up there, as was noted in the pregame senior night ceremony. Wasa Geshik dispossessed by Herbst. Herbst through the middle. Haley Herbst from the bottom of the circle, through the blue paint and wide of Hastings. Valeri to Schultz. Schultz from the high slot around Patasi. Centering play, Jenko on goal, and it's held by Haley Hastings.
Good play there, just getting that puck on net. I mean, passes a little bit behind you, just instead of skating into the corner with it, she's able to get a quick little shot off. Almost caught the goalie by surprise.
Brianna Patasi off the own zone draw. Valeri to the corner. That took a bounce off one of the officials. And it comes up to Kolobosh around the boards for Haley Herbst. Jenko from the near corner. Lost it to Roberts. Roberts up to Kowecki. Kowecki to the far corner. Kolobosh, the first player on it. Slips it up the right side, intended for Jenko. Turned over to Kowecki. Ligman. Met by St. John at the blue line. Team West in the middle of a change. Lillian Relia. Hits the brakes. Active stick by Kowecki. Zamiska off Kowecki's stick, or was it? Well, officials disagree. Icing on Team West.
Tempo this third period seems to be up a little bit. It's only the second whistle we've had since the start of this third period. Both teams just going back and forth right now.
And just over 6 minutes in. Still only 9 shots on goal in this game for Team South. More stifling defense, as we talked about in pregame, by Team West. Team West just 9 goals allowed as a team in 6 games, counting tonight. And barring unforeseen developments, they will be the least scored upon team in the girls' circuit when this game is complete. That shot is denied by Mathers, and the follow-up by Daphner just misses. Daphner unable to take the centering pass, cut off by Maddie Relia, I should say. Lillian was camped out in the neutral zone as I untie my tongue. Zamiska from Maddie Relia up to Lillian. Lillian with the dump in. King giving chase. Jasinski's going to get there first. Steal by Reiner. Reiner very deliberate. Centering pass for Schultz. Schultz fires, scores. Ella Schultz, with 9.5 left, makes it an 8-1 lead for Team West.
We finally beat her in that 5-hole. That 5-hole has been sealed all game, and that one just squeaked through. It hit the right pad there, got a piece of it, but not enough to keep the puck out.
Third goal of the year for the rookie defender from South Fayette. And icing on the cake for Joe Cummings' team. Cummings talking to Leela Zamiska, the South Fayette rookie defender, like Schultz, as Mathers makes that save in her equipment. ABC, always be coaching. Cummings continuing to talk to his players despite West having the comfortable lead. The Team West coaching staff en masse wearing last year's Team West colors of red and blue.
I'm not too sure if you mentioned it already, but that last goal there for West is going to make this a running clock. So makes it even more difficult for Team South to try to come back in this one.
Indeed, the PIHL Mercy Rule is going into effect. Team West about to move to 6-0 on the year. Team South will fall to 1-5. Coming up next week, next Monday night, in fact, we will be back on the island for PIHL Hockey Night Live. Girls Division coverage on TenbandTV. Monday, May 19th, Team North taking on Team Southwest at 6 p.m. Eastern. And in the nightcap, it is Team Northwest against Team East at 8 o'clock here at the RMU Island Sports Center on TenbandTV. Team Southwest, as we said, winning that crazy game earlier against Team Southeast. A great battle between two recent league champions.
Night and day difference between the two games. I mean, first game is just back and forth goals all around, and have a lot of goals in this one, but they're all coming from one side.
The Team South had played such stifling defense, and that's what was keeping them in games midway through the regular season. But Team West breaking the dam early on, and again, really, at no point has it felt like they weren't in control of this game. It's been that kind of night for Team West.
Yeah, sometimes teams just have those nights. Sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not. I think it's important for Team South to just try not to worry about this one too much, and obviously you play what you and do what you can do in this final 6:38 here, but you just try to move past this one and focus on your next few here.
Molly Scher plays it inside Team West ice. West changing on the fly. Maddie Relia over the line. Relia to the corner. Out in front for Schultz. Schultz wide of goal. Taylor to the corner. And it's Roberts playing this puck. Correction, Sullivan playing this puck behind the team's West goal. Worked over by Maddie Relia. Sullivan persistent, protecting that puck. Out in front, Schultz knocks to the side. Maddie Relia up to center. Jasenski peeling back. Outlet pass intended for Volek. Valeri up to Jenko. And eventually it finds Schultz. Schultz to the cage. She scores, and that should be an assist for Valeri. So now, assuming my eyes did not deceive me, all four seniors are on the sheet for Team West.
Yeah, I think you're correct there. I think there was definitely an assist there. That was a really nice move. I mean, the little putting it right through the defender's legs and just letting the puck slide. Little chip over the glove hand.
So Schultz becomes the third different Team West player with multiple goals on this Monday night. Out in front, Schultz locates this one. Bounded back to center off Valeri's stick. Daffner, near side. Carolina Jenko one-on-one. Jenko makes her move. Jenko to the goal. Oh, what a save there by Hastings. Jenko.
Defenseman giving Hastings there a couple taps on the head, bailing her out on that one. It's definitely not the one that you want to be giving up there. That was a really nice move.
Jenko that close to becoming the fourth Team West player with multiple goals in this one. Now, for the moment, they're crediting the earlier Team West goal to Haley Herbst, but I believe eventually that will be changed to Ella Schultz. Herbst does have a pair already. Her first two career goals. Her power play tally, in fact, would be the game winner if this scoreline holds up. Lillian Relia from the left circle, turned aside by Hastings. Relia gets it back for Kolobosh. Kolobosh through a crowd, interrupted by Roberts. Roberts couldn't get the clear. Valeri to Relia. Hornick through the blue paint. Up it comes for Boomhauer. Boomhauer met at center by Lillian Relia. Final 3 minutes of this Mercy Roll shortened third period. Jasensky will get the motor going as South is in the middle of a line change. A couple of the Penn's Elite products out there as Jasensky fires wide. St. John paired with Kowecki up front as that misses the net. St. John on the rebound. St. John to the corner. Scher with the dump in. Reiner down low and break out the chapeaus if you have any left for Izzy King. 2 Monday night games in a row on home ice, 2 hat tricks in a row on home ice for Quaker Valley sophomore Isabel King.
What a shot there by King. I mean, in tight, just getting that over the shoulder, hitting the water bottle. It's a beautiful shot there by King.
Now, Team Southwest won earlier tonight to keep pace with Team West for that top spot in the girls' standings, but Team West going to jump right back on top with 12 points after this one. Brianna Patasi with 1.5 minutes left. Up to Melina Patasi. Maddie Relia, one half of the other pair of sisters out there on the ice for either team. Playing this puck behind her own net.
One thing you really like to see here, just as a fan of the games, Team South just has not quit. I mean, in a game like this, it's easy to just give up on your team and your goalie, but they're still giving it everything they have. But an opportunity here.
King looking for the 4 spot. Couldn't quite get it. Tried to go bar down, but missed. 40 seconds left. Well, we won't see Team West again until perhaps the semifinal round of the PIHL Girls Division playoffs, but one way or another, they're going to be a tough out, and tough might be charitable. Ten seconds left. Schultz through center. Renton off the home bench. That's it. And that's all. A dominant performance on senior night by the green-clad Team West. They remain the only unbeaten in PIHL girls play with a 10-1 win over Team South. West 6-0, South 1-5. And again, welcome back, Aaron Norkovicus. It's good to have you back for another spring/summer, and looking forward to seeing more of you as the days, weeks, and months march on.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back. Very excited for the rest of the summer and doing the rest of these games that we have here for this league, and hopefully some more after.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski. Thank you, Michael Lyman. And thank you for watching and listening. I'm Matt Popchock, and that's all she wrote from the island. Team West with a big win on senior night. We'll be back here next Monday night for more PIHL Hockey Night Live on 10 Band TV, presented by Temple strength and sport performance. Back to work goes Team West. Jenko in the mix. Brianna Patasi, the talented Mount Lebanon junior defender, making that play, but it's turned over. Zamiska plays it in the general direction of Lillian Relia. Relia over the attacking line with Schultz. Trailing the play, Maddie Relia. She shoots right into the breadbasket of Hayes. Turnover to Relia. To Carolina Jenko. Jenko on the doorstep. Shot. Score! Chris Cross. Applesauce. Team West takes the 1-0 lead with 9:07 to play. Hornick trying to flag it down. She does. To the corner, out in front. One-timer save made. Rebound. Score! Yes, King! Is a Penny PA. West early in the second trying to add to a 2-goal lead. That shot from distance to a skate and right to Herbst. Burial! Haley Herbst, can I get a witness? Others. Out in front it'll come to Maddie Relia. Relia shooting. That save is made by Hastings. Turnaround try by Jenko. Hastings has a pinned against her leg. From behind the net. Back to Izzy King. To Jenko. Jenko shoots. Scores! Mercy does not exist in this dojo. Carolina Jenko, moments later, makes it 4-0. Team West. West goal. 35 to go in the Penny power play. A turnover to Jasensky. Jasensky shorthanded. Score! There's Lucy. And it's 4-1, Team South. Tries to settle it down. Maddie Relia trailing the play. Fans on the shot. Gets it back. Fires on goal. That save is made. It's loose, still there, and smacked home. Ho! Back here as second period time ticks away. That shot by Valeria is stopped. It's loose. They're hacking and whacking, and finally, Hastings gets a generous whistle. Face off, which is won by Team South. Good work there by Belina Patasi, but it's turned over to King, and King is the thing. 6-1. Team West.
Hastings.
It was. King out in front. Reiner there. Reiner slips it in. Just a matter of time for the league's leading scorer to get on the sheet on her senior night. Is complete. That shot is denied by Mathers, and the follow-up by Daphner just misses. Daphner. Steal by Reiner. Reiner, very deliberate. Centering pass for Schultz. Schultz fires, scores. Ella. Valeri up to Jenko. And eventually it finds Schultz. Schultz to the cage. She scores, and that should be an assist for Valeri. So now, assuming my eyes did not deceive me, all 4 seniors are on the sheet for Team West. Carolina Jenko one-on-one. Jenko makes her move. Jenko to the goal. Oh, what a save there by Hastings. Reiner down low, and break out the chapeaus if you have any left for Izzy King. West, they remain the only unbeaten in PIHL girls play with a 10-1 win over Team South. West 6-0, South 1-5.